Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go now. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
On the ball!
Second down, Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, over here, yes.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced them to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Again, it's Foreman looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now here's Ross. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now contact up front as penalty markers.
It's a patient game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Third and 2 for Dalton. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. William Jackson with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Crabtree the target on that one.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. This is first and goal from about the 8. So Dalton now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Carl Davis with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Bullock will put this one through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down, Flacco to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Vigil He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Foreman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. On the screen, Bernard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing. Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the Bengals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That's complete. Bernard. A good pickup there, a 22. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always adding a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
The former Charger All-Pro, Eric Weddle, on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From midfield here, Dalton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. After the interception, here's Jackson. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
Leopard!
Now Jackson on first down. Snead's got it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing is Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. To throw on second down. Jackson. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Davis in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, all even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Michael Crabtree, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now for the extra point. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give it to the next pass.
See what happens. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A first down throw coming for Dalton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Dalton now to pass. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Here's Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
All right, here we go. 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Foreman, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Jackson down to throw on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. LaFell, the intended receiver. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A very solid gain of 27. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They'll go with Foreman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 40-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where The coach is walking that line.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. That's pulled in at the 32. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Foreman. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run again with Foreman. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Dalton throwing on second down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Andy Dalton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. It's second down. Dalton looking. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
A carry for Foreman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Sean Williams that time in on the stop. The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson to the right side and complete to Hurst. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7.
Leopard!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
On the ball! On the ball!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Carl Davis In there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And Dalton to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Andy Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. They'll try and run with Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Go, on the ball! On the ball! You got 59 over there. Hey, hop!
Dalton, 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Leopard! Leopard!
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. And they'll run it here. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Leopard! Leopard!
He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Tied on the right.
Hot!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Allen here on the screen. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard. And it's 4th. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. Time for a break. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Ross on the return. And a second spin. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done. And maybe we can look.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here's Dalton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
there. Heavy, 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 heavy.
First and 10 for Dalton. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing, Dalton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Crabtree with it over the middle. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense.